Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SpeakAlong English, an easy English speaking podcast where you can learn English conversation for real life every single day. I'm Mia.
And I'm Alex. Hey, Mia, how are you doing today?
I'm doing brilliantly, thank you. I love recording days. There is something really exciting about sitting down to create a new beginner English lesson for all of you.
Me too. And today's topic is one of the most requested ones we've had. So many of our listeners have written in and said, please do an episode on English at work. I need this.
And we listened. Today is all about English conversation at work. We're going to give you real, practical English phrases for work that you can start using tomorrow or even today.
This is English for work in its most useful form. Whether you're in an office, working remotely, dealing with clients, or preparing for a job interview, this episode covers everything you need.
Exactly. This is easy English, practical and enjoyable. No confusing grammar rules, no scary textbook exercises, just daily English conversation that works in the real world.
So if you're ready to speak English confidently at work, let's go. But first, a quick request before we dive in.
Yes, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and give this episode a like. It helps more people find us, and the more people we can help learn English online, the better.
All right, office is officially open.
Let's start with section 1, morning greetings at work. Now, this might sound like basic English, but you'd be surprised how many people feel anxious about this part of their English daily life at the office.
It's true. You walk through the door, there are people everywhere, and suddenly your mind goes blank. So let's make this as simple and natural as possible with some core work phrases.
The most common greeting, of course, is good morning. Warm, professional, and always appropriate. Use it with your manager, your colleagues, clients in the hallway, the security guard at the front desk, everyone.
And later in the day, you switch to good afternoon, or just a friendly hi or hey with people you know well. These are the building blocks of office English and daily English conversation.
Now, after the initial greeting, there's usually a short follow-up exchange. Someone says, "How are you? How's the day going?" And your brain freezes. Sounds familiar?
Ha, we've all been there. So what do we say?
Keep it simple and positive. I'm good, thanks. And you? Is perfect. Or not bad, pretty busy this week. Or even really well, thank you for asking. These are all natural, everyday English expressions that flow beautifully.
And if you want to sound more relaxed, like you do with colleagues you know well, you can shorten good morning to just morning. Native speakers do this constantly. It's casual, warm, and completely natural workplace English.
Such a small change, but it makes such a big difference. That's what good English at work sounds like. Natural, easy, and human. Now let's bring this to life with a role play. These English dialogues are one of the best ways to really absorb how the language sounds in context. I'll be a colleague arriving at the office, and Alex, you're already at your desk with your coffee. Morning, Alex. How are you doing today?
Morning, Mia. I'm doing well, thanks. A little tired. It was a really busy weekend, but the coffee's helping. How about you?
Same, honestly. I had such a long drive back from visiting my parents last night, but I'm here, I'm awake, and I'm ready to go.
Ha, that's the spirit. Oh, did you see we have a team catch-up at 10?
I did, yes. Do you know what it's about?
I think it's about the new project launching next month. Should be interesting.
Great, I'll make sure I'm prepared. See you in there.
I love how natural that felt.
That's always our goal. When you learn English conversation through real dialogue, not just lists of vocabulary, it sticks so much better. You're hearing the rhythm, the tone, the way phrases connect together.
And for anyone doing English listening practice right now, notice how the sentences aren't perfectly polished. Real conversations have moments like same, honestly, and ha, and small interruptions. That's what authentic English daily life actually sounds like.
Brilliant point. Okay, let's move to section 2, how to talk about your job and daily tasks. Section 2 is one I get asked about a lot, and it's such important English vocabulary work. What do you do? How do you describe your role clearly and confidently?
This comes up constantly in meetings, at networking events, on the phone with a new client, and of course, in a job interview. If you're preparing English for job interview situation, this section is especially important for you.
So let's talk about how to describe your job in English. The formula is beautifully simple. Start with your job title, then add one sentence explaining what you actually do day to day. That's it. That's the whole structure.
For example, I'm a sales assistant. I help customers find the right products for their needs. 2 sentences, clear, professional. That's solid business English for beginners right there.
Or, I'm a project manager. I oversee timelines and make sure my team meets its goals. Again, job title plus one clear sentence about impact. This is one of the most useful English phrases for work you'll ever learn.
What if someone's job is complicated to explain, like IT or logistics or finance?
Focus on the everyday outcome of your work rather than the technical details. I work in IT. I help people in the company fix technical problems and keep their systems running. Perfectly clear, even to someone who knows nothing about technology.
That's great advice. No complicated professional English, just explain clearly. That is genuine English speaking practice in action.
Now let's look at describing your daily tasks. Because describing what do you do in English doesn't just mean your job title. People also want to know what your typical day looks like. And this is where we get into some really useful business English vocabulary.
I'm currently working on a report. This tells someone what you're doing right now. Or, I'm in the middle of a big project this month. In the middle of means it's ongoing and not finished yet.
And when you've completed something, I just finished the client proposal, or I've completed the presentation for tomorrow. Both sound very polished. That's workplace English that gets you noticed.
And what about when things are busy? We need English expressions for that feeling of being completely overwhelmed.
Such a relatable feeling. You can say, "It's been a crazy week. I have a lot on my plate right now." These are great office English expressions that sound completely natural.
I have a lot on my plate. It's so visual. You can just imagine the pile of work.
Let's practice. This role play is about 2 colleagues meeting for the first time at a team lunch. It's a great example of easy English conversation in a relaxed professional setting. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Mia from the marketing team.
Oh, hey, great to finally meet you. I'm Alex. I work in operations.
Oh, interesting. What does that involve day to day?
Basically, I make sure everything behind the scenes runs smoothly, managing suppliers, tracking deliveries, coordinating with the warehouse. It keeps me busy. What about you? What do you do in marketing?
I manage our social media channels and help plan campaigns. At the moment, I'm in the middle of a really exciting product launch, so it's a hectic time, but I love it.
That sounds great. I always think marketing looks so creative.
It has its moments. We should grab a coffee sometime. I'd love to hear more about the operations side.
Absolutely, let's do that. Thursday morning?
Thursday works perfectly. See you then.
I love how that English dialogue feels. It's warm, it's curious, it's professional, but not stiff at all.
And notice the structure: job title, daily task description, and genuine follow-up questions. That's the whole talk about your job in English formula working perfectly in a real conversation.
This is what a good beginner English lesson looks like. You don't just hear the phrases in a list, you hear them working together in context. That's how you truly learn English conversation.
That brings us to our section 3, making requests and asking for help at work. This is absolutely core English for work, and it's one of those areas where being polite in the right way makes a massive difference.
English has some really elegant ways to ask for things. And for anyone who is at the ESL beginners stage, this is great news because these phrases are not difficult to learn, but they immediately make you sound confident and professional.
Let's go through the key structures.
Could you? This is polite, direct, and widely used.
For example, could you send me that report when you have a moment? It's not demanding, it's collaborative.
The second one is, would you mind? This is a level up in politeness. Would you mind reviewing this document before I send it? It's very professional English, and native speakers use it all the time.
And a third option that sounds very thoughtful is, I was wondering if you could join the call tomorrow afternoon. It sounds considered and respectful, great business English for any situation.
All three of these are fantastic work phrases because they're soft and indirect, not commands. In American workplace culture especially, that indirectness signals respect for the other person's time.
Absolutely. Now, what about asking for more time on a deadline? This happens to everyone, and knowing how to handle it in professional English can make a real difference to how your manager perceives you.
The key is be honest, give a short reason, and propose a new deadline. I'm so sorry, but I need a little more time on this. I want to make sure it's done really well. Could I have until Thursday morning? That's calm, clear, and professional.
And what about when you don't understand an instruction? This is so important, especially for anyone using this as English listening practice and still building their comprehension.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Or could you explain that a little more clearly, please? Both are completely acceptable in any workplace. Asking for clarity is not weakness. It is professional English in action.
The worst thing you can do is pretend you understood and then make a mistake. Always ask. Smart people ask good questions. That's true in any language. Let's do a role play. Alex, you're a team member, and I'm your manager. This is the kind of funny English dialogue that actually happens in real offices every day.
Hi, Mia. Do you have a quick minute? I wanted to check something with you.
Of course, come in. What's up?
I'm working on the budget spreadsheet you asked for, and I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Could you explain what you need in the second column? I want to get it exactly right the first time.
Great question. I should have been clearer. In the second column, I need projected costs for each department.
Just estimates for now, not final figures.
Perfect. That makes complete sense. Thank you. And one more thing. I'm juggling 2 other deadlines today. Would you mind if I sent you the spreadsheet by tomorrow morning instead of this afternoon?
That's absolutely fine. Tomorrow morning works. And thank you for flagging that in advance. I really appreciate it.
Of course. I'll have it to you first thing. It's such a reassuring thing to say to a manager.
First thing means first thing in the morning, as soon as you arrive. It shows reliability and commitment. These are exactly the kinds of English phrases for work that build your reputation at the office.
And the whole exchange was polite, honest, and efficient. That's great workplace English. You get things done while making people feel respected at the same time.
Section 4. Emails and phone calls. These are 2 of the most common forms of communication in the modern workplace, and having strong English at work in these areas is a game changer.
Let's start with emails. For anyone learning business English or business English for beginners, getting your email language right is one of the quickest wins you can get.
Let's go through the structure of a professional email.
If you're writing to someone you don't know well or to a client, try, I hope this message finds you well. Warm, professional, classic.
For a follow-up email, try, I'm writing to follow up on our conversation from last week. It immediately gives context.
For the body of the email, some really powerful work phrases. Please find attached the document you requested. That's used constantly.
And if you're responding to a request, a great opener is, thank you for getting in touch. It's warm and acknowledges the other person straight away. These are core English expressions for professional communication.
What about closing an email?
Please don't hesitate to get in touch if you have any questions. That's a staple of business English.
Looking forward to hearing from you. Then sign off with kind regards or best regards. Both are professional and very widely used.
Even just knowing these opening and closing phrases transforms how your emails come across. That's practical professional English that gets results.
Now, phone calls. For many learners, phone calls feel more nerve-wracking than emails because you have to respond in real time. There's no time to think, but with the right English dialogue patterns, it becomes so much easier.
What do you say when you answer the phone at work?
Good morning, ABC Company. This is Mia speaking. How can I help you today? That's the standard format for office English phone etiquette.
And if the person they're calling for isn't available?
I'm afraid he's not available at the moment. Can I take a message, or would you like him to call you back?
Notice that "I'm afraid" is a very polite way to deliver slightly disappointing news. It softens the message beautifully.
This is the kind of English for meetings and professional calls that makes you sound really polished.
And if you're the one making the call, say, "Hi, this is Alex calling from XYZ Company. I'm calling about..." Then state your reason immediately.
Correct. Don't make people guess. Get to the point quickly and politely.
That's the golden rule of speaking English confidently on the phone.
When you receive the phone, say,
Hi, Alex. Thanks for calling. Let me pull that up for you.
now let's bring all of this together with a full phone call role play. Great English listening practice coming up. Good afternoon. Could I speak to Alex from the accounts team, please?
Speaking, this is Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, Alex. This is Mia calling from Green Solutions.
I'm calling to follow up on an invoice I sent across about 2 weeks ago. Invoice number 4471.
Yes, I can see it here. I'm sorry for the delay. It's been approved, and it's scheduled to be processed by the end of this week.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for checking. Is there anything else you need from my side?
No, I think we have everything we need. I'll send you a confirmation email this afternoon.
Perfect. I really appreciate your help, Alex. Have a lovely afternoon.
You too. Take care. Bye for now. That whole phone call was so smooth, and it covered everything: introducing yourself, stating your reason, checking a detail, and signing off warmly.
And it's a great example of daily English conversation in a business setting: polite, efficient, and human. That's what speaking English fluently at work actually looks like. It's not about using complicated vocabulary. It's about communicating clearly and warmly.
For anyone who wants to speak English fluently on the phone, the key is practice. Do your English speaking practice out loud, not just in your head. Record yourself. Listen back. That's how you build real confidence.
Section 5, and this might be my favorite of the whole episode: small talk. This is the kind of casual, friendly conversation that happens in the kitchen while you're making tea, in the lift, or in those few minutes before a meeting starts.
Some people think small talk is trivial or unimportant, but I genuinely believe it's one of the most powerful workplace English skills you can develop. It builds relationships, it builds trust, and it makes your daily English routine at the office so much more enjoyable.
Exactly. People are more likely to help you, support your ideas, and go the extra mile for you if they actually like you as a person. And small talk is how you build that connection.
So, what are the most natural small talk topics for the office? This is easy English conversation at its best: low stakes, friendly, and genuinely fun.
The weekend is number one. On Monday mornings, "How was your weekend?" is one of the most common questions you'll hear at any office in the English-speaking world. And the secret to answering it well, even for ESL beginners, is to share something small and specific, then ask back.
For example, "It was great. I went to a farmer's market on Saturday and found the most amazing cheese. How about you? What did you get up to?" That's natural. It's personal, and it opens the door to a real conversation.
Or if you had a quiet weekend, "Honestly, I just needed to rest. It was lovely.
I watched too much TV and I have absolutely no regrets. How about you?
Light, warm, relatable. Great English expressions for everyday life.
And the golden rule, always ask back. After you share, return the question. It's the simplest way to show you're genuinely interested, and it keeps the English dialogue going naturally.
Other great small talk topics. The weather, especially in British culture, this is practically a national sport. Can you believe this rain? I thought summer was supposed to be here.
Everyone can relate to weather, and it's a very easy English topic to navigate.
Then there's food, always a winner. Did you try that new place that opened near the office? The lunch menu's incredible. Food is universally relatable and great for easy English conversation with people you don't know well yet.
And finally, compliments.
This one is underused but so powerful. Specific compliments about someone's work build real goodwill.
Instead of just good job, try, I thought your presentation in the meeting this morning was really well structured. You made a complicated topic very easy to follow. That's the kind of thing people remember.
These English expressions and small gestures are what turn a professional environment into a place where people actually want to show up. That's the real power of great workplace English.
Okay, let's end with one last role play. The classic Monday morning in the office kitchen scenario. This is one of my favorite funny English dialogues because it's so completely real.
Morning. Coffee machine queue again, I see. Every Monday without fail.
It's a full team sport at this point. How are you? Good weekend?
Really good, actually. I finally got around to watching that series everyone keeps talking about. Completely hooked. I stayed up way too late last night, though, so I'm paying for it now.
Oh no, which one?
It's called The Residence. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but it keeps coming up everywhere. Is it worth it?
So good. I won't spoil anything, but just watch it. What about you? How was your weekend?
Really lovely. I went for a long walk with my sister on Saturday.
The weather was actually nice for once. First time in weeks. I feel completely recharged.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Right. Coffee is ready. Back to the grind. Big week?
Honestly, yes, but I'm feeling good about it. Let's do this.
Ha! Love that energy. See you at the team meeting at 10.
See you there.
That was so fun, and it covered so many things. Asking about the weekend, recommending something, weather, expressing energy about the week ahead. A complete English routine for Monday morning.
And notice, it wasn't stiff or formal. It was playful, warm, and real. That is daily English conversation at its absolute best. That's what we want for you, to walk into your workplace and just feel comfortable, natural, and confident in English.
Whether you're just starting out as a beginner or you've been learning for a while, these English dialogues show you what's actually possible. And it all starts with small steps and consistent practice.
Now, before we go, we want to remind you about something really important for your English learning.
Yes, listening to our English podcast episodes is great for learning new vocabulary and understanding English conversation. But you know what will really help you speak English fluently?
Shadowing practice, that's when you repeat everything you hear right after you hear it. It's like having a conversation with a native English speaker.
Exactly. And we've created a special shadowing episode that goes with today's lesson. In that episode, I will guide you through the key phrases we learned today, and you can practice speaking along with her.
Think of it this way. Our English podcast episodes are where you learn. You understand the vocabulary, the grammar, the context. And our shadowing episodes are where you practice, where you actually use your voice and build your speaking skills.
It's the perfect combination. You'll find the link to today's shadowing episode in the description below. Just click on it and practice right after you finish this English podcast.
And if you practice daily, listening to our episodes and then doing the shadowing exercise, you'll be amazed at how quickly your English speaking improves.
Trust us, this method really works, so don't skip the shadowing episode. It's your chance to go from listening to actually speaking.
All right, everyone. Let's do a quick recap of everything we covered in today's episode.
Good morning. Morning. How are you?
Section 2. Talking about your job and daily tasks. Use the job title plus one-sentence formula and phrases like I'm currently working on and I've just completed. Perfect for how to describe your job in English.
Section 3. Making requests. Could you? Would you mind? I was wondering if you could. Polite, professional, and completely natural work phrases.
Section 4. Emails and phone calls. Clear openings, professional closings, and warm, efficient phone call language for any business English situation.
And Section 5. Small talk. Ask about the weekend, comment on the weather, give specific compliments, and always, always ask back. This is the glue of great workplace English.
This has been a complete English lesson for beginners and beyond, covering the full range of everyday workplace communication. And every single phrase you heard today is ready to use. Take it with you.
Remember, language learning is a journey, not a race. Every conversation you have is English speaking practice. Every email you write, every phone call you make, every good morning you say to a colleague, it all counts.
Mistakes are not setbacks. They are proof that you're trying, and they are how you learn English conversation faster than any textbook can teach you. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate every small win.
You are doing amazingly. We see you and we're so proud of your progress. Keep going.
Now it's your turn. Here's today's comment challenge.
Tell us, what is the first thing you say to your colleagues in the morning? Write your answer in the comments below in English. It's a tiny piece of English speaking practice, and we promise we read every single comment.
I usually say, "Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing today?" Nice, warm, and inclusive. What about you, Alex?
Mine is always, morning, please tell me there's coffee left, every single day without fail.
Oh, that is so you. We cannot wait to read yours. Drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for being here today. If this episode helped you, please share it with someone who is also trying to learn English online or build their English for work skills. It really makes a difference.
Subscribe if you haven't already, and check out our other episodes. We have so much great content for anyone who wants to speak English confidently in all areas of life.
This has been your ESL podcast for Real World English, SpeakAlong English Podcast. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and keep your English growing. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you next time.